So today, with these targets, we're confirming that we're going to live within our means. We are going to live within our means. We're going to build a budget based on what is in Minnesota's checking account. Not what we wish was in the checking account, but what is in the checking account based on the most recent forecast. We're not going to ask for more from taxpayers. We're not going to ask for more from families. We're not going to ask for more from businesses. So I think you can look at this as a timeout for taxpayers. We're not going to raise taxes. We're going to spend roughly what was spent last year. And this is a framework. This is a framework. This is not a budget. This is not a bill in front of you. This helps us to then direct traffic, whether it's Senator Koch or Senator Roebling. Now the committees get to work.
I think much of it is continuing down the road of the failed policies of Governor Plenty. I mean, when I just kind of look down the spreadsheet of how they line up with the governor, $1.4 billion in additional cuts over what the governor proposed. What is that going to look like? And I know the governor made some painstaking choices when he put his budget together. And I look down the other areas in the governor's tax target, $780 million of additional cuts over what the governor proposed in that area. And you can kind of go down the spreadsheet and, you know, it's going to beg the question, or we're going to find out in the next couple of weeks, what do those bills look like? But from my experience here, I think there clearly will be three impacts as a result of their budget. Property taxes are going to go up. We're going to continue that trend. Tuition is going to continue to go up. We're going to continue that plenty trend. And health care is going to be more expensive and available to fewer Minnesotans going forward.
I think the idea that we have to understand, and I'd like to emphasize, is it's a felony right now if you steal over $1,000. If someone comes to your home or a police department and they steal or ruin something intentionally, it's $1,000 and you become a felon. All this is doing, in my mind, is you have a tool, which is a public safety dog for a police department, and we are saying that if you intentionally harm this dog, costing the department over $1,000, and at this point it's up to $40,000 to replace a dog with all the training involved, we're going to add this as a felony.
Over the 33 years as a police officer in the city of St. Paul, service dogs, or canine units as we call them in St. Paul, were literally sometimes the difference between life and death for St. Paul cops. They are what we call a force multiplier. You send one dog into a dark building in the dead of the night to seek a burglar who oftentimes is armed, and it saves 10 cops from having to expose themselves to danger. The dogs are more than simply just a tool. They are, in fact, a partner for the officers who ride with them 10, 12 hours a day and who spend, in some cases, 8, 10 years of their career riding with that animal. That animal willingly interposes itself between the officer and danger every day that they are out there. They are trained to react in ways that humans could never possibly do, and not only is this a savings to the community who loses the dog, but I think it is fitting because these dogs really do represent the public safety thin blue line. They represent the break between an officer putting their life in danger and putting this animal who is working in the public interest to make sure that all of us are safe. So I support this bill wholeheartedly.